Hello and welcome back to Grand Cathay, coming to you from the Isthmus of Lustria. So yes, a little bit away from home. Heir of Jade here, and I hope you all are ready for some more action in the Yuan Bow campaign. I'm recruiting a couple of units because we took a little bit of a beating. Hopefully we don't get shellacked from the shadows here by an unseen gigantic lizard army. That could become somewhat problematic. But in the meantime, we do have a couple of extra lords that we picked up whenever we got the Confederation, and of course we've got a lot of territory that we're starting to pick up on this side of the map, and there's some Skaven that are still up here in the mountain, and I'd like to clean them out, and this will kind of help make a unified Cathay here, essentially, is what I'm going for. We can get our land safe, and then ultimately we might be able to start confederating with those characters. Boy, this caravan thing seems a little bit broken. So I'm going to keep it pointed at the caravan because holy cow, man. Look at the money we can make. I mean, wow. So yeah, I'm absolutely keeping this pointed in the direction that helps my caravans because that is obscene money that we can earn. And I am here for it, like all here for the obscene money. What is this? We can go trade with the vampires. Let's just go to Altdorf. This caravan's pretty strong. I think it can make it on the long journey. Oh, I forgot to give it extra. Crap. Oh well. We could have made a whole lot more money, but I guess the 20-something thousand we'll just have to do. We'll just have to get by on that lowly salary. So, yes, which means we technically could have more armies and stuff, and I will, but we actually don't have a whole lot of buildings to recruit better armies with yet. I'm waiting on that. We actually need to end a turn. We don't want to change the compass direction at the moment. And I need to do wayfinders, and we'll do hidden stores for that caravan master who leveled up. Yeah, I want to get to some of your comments, and I'll start with Tyrell, sorry. I saw like the ancient city of Tyre there. That's what I was going for, and then I see it's Tyrell. Tyrell says, I really appreciate how clean and friendly your channel is. Thanks again for the content. Do you like the new bow or the changeling better? So, well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate it. It's hard, like, I try to make content that you all can watch with your family around without being told to shut that off because, you know, something's not appropriate. I have a family. That type of thing happens a lot. Or there'll be shows that I really want to watch. And I just, you know, personally don't like shows that are, like, overly vulgar or something like that. And there's so many that are. And it's nice to me. It's like it's kind of refreshing every now and then to have a reprieve from that type of thing. And I'm not saying that like, oh, I hate you if you do. No. That's nothing of the sort. And like people swear around me, it's fine, right? It's not like I go off on them. I just like having a reprieve from it sometimes. Like, and so I try and make my channel that way too. And then as far as do I like Yuan Bow or the Changeling better? Well, I mean, Yuan Bow because I just like Cathay better by far than any of the demon factions, but I have to say the Changeling is it is the most interesting demon faction to play for sure. But I think I discussed that with you all just a little bit a while back, talking about those different factions. I'm gonna have to fight this to make sure we don't get screwed over by the auto resolve. But yeah, Yuan Bow because I just like Cathay better for now. Mark Hadley says, honestly, I'm looking forward to playing this campaign, and it looks interesting. First time you can play both starting positions. Yeah, I didn't actually know that, because the previous Yuan Bow campaign I played to get ready for this, I played Realms of Chaos, which of course his start is within Cathay only. And this was a nice change, and I do like that they give you the option to cut off the mainland if you want, and basically have a campaign where you get to operate completely independent of the rest of Cathay, which might provide like a kind of a fun challenge, right? For players who are looking for such a thing, it might provide an interesting challenge. But they also, I love how they kind of leave that opportunity open so that it's kind of, you know, up to the player in terms of how they want to handle it. So I think it's cool. I like it as well. I think the starts are good. So I'm going to line up these guns here on the top of the hill. I'm going to put these peasant archers behind the lines. I need to turn my guns to defensive formation. Get my units ready. Alright, I ended up with one of my units kind of out of position here a little bit. Put it right here. Should be fine, not a big deal. Okay, Ogres should come at me. I don't have any like magic or anything to use in this particular army, but we should be easily able to defend ourselves. I'm gonna actually turn these guns a little bit towards that direction. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna move this Iron Hail Gunner a little farther, and I'm gonna point this one over here because I want to hit that Ogre Lord as he comes in. So I'm basically trying to hit the large units first, and then I'll focus the Nobblers because the Nobblers are the lowest threat. So I'm working my way through this from highest threat to lowest threat. That is the intention. So my Streltsy, they cause the most damage, so that's why we're going to start with them. These units up front, I'm going to go ahead and charge them down, kind of block them up front. I'm going to send units out, and I need to intercept here. That Man-Eater should rout before it does any significant damage to me. And then the enemy Lord should rout here too. He went straight for my Streltsy. So I'm going to turn my Iron Hail Gunners into him. And I've got a Spear unit trying to hold him here as well. And then I'm going to turn my bows onto him. So I'm going to see if we can get some point-blank shots into this guy. The terrain's a little bit wonky though, so it may not be great for this. But yeah, we want to end this battle before any of our units take significant injury. So I'm attempting such. You see, like here, the Iron Hail Gunners are struggling to get a shot. They're actually firing at the other targets. And the terrain can make this awkward in terms of line of sight. Let's see if I can get a shot here. Yep, there we go. Ogre's going down. That's going to be the end of this battle, so I will see you all back. Well, actually, I'm just going to talk my way back to the campaign map because I've got more comments from you. So let's see. Daniel is kind of teasing me. He says, Air says the AI got better, and then the AI proceeds to let its Lord stand under missile fire, albeit somewhat dodging for 3 minutes. Well, see, that's the thing. They were somewhat dodging. And actually, it wasn't bad dodging for the AI. It really did a pretty good job of keeping it alive. So if you wanted to see worse, you should have let me keep the AI on a lower setting, and they certainly wouldn't have done that much dodging, and they would have YOLO'd worse. I'm not saying that the AI is amazing. I'm saying it's better. I've played Total War for a long time, and I promise you the AI wouldn't have been smart enough to do that. In fact, in Shogun 2, the AI would have just YOLO'd its general straight forward, right into your long Yari that were being shot by Matchlock. So like it would have never even attempted a dodge. So we are leagues beyond that point at least. So, alright, let's see here. Here my boys like running and screaming somewhere. I don't know, they must be trying to beat each other to something. I'm gonna go ahead and scooch forward with this army. I mean, I could go ahead and recruit more, but it is local recruiting, and we probably should go ahead and recruit more. And it should be local all the way up to that point. So let's go ahead and move up to here, because I can't reach Jingpo anyway. So let's move up closer, and let's go ahead and grab these last two units, fill that army out, get ready to move in, and then we should be partway through a recruiting over here with Yuan Bo, and there is a large army of lizards coming back towards us. A lot of Saurus warriors, some temple guards. We do got to fight with Mazda, and he doesn't appear to be on Zlok. I don't think he is. Like, it says he's large, but that speed is really low, so I'm thinking he's not on Zlok, which is good. No, no, he's not, or else he would have the anti-infantry weapon strength, I think. If he has two armies behind him, this could get interesting, but with just the one army, even though our garrison at Hexotl is a little bit weak, we should be fine. Like, we should be able to manage this. Like, we don't have an amazing army, but I can kill off Mazdamundi and these Fire Leech Bolas, and we can try and deal with the rest of this, but nonetheless, like, it's going to be interesting. What we could do, if we weren't recruiting, is set up an ambush right outside the city, but that is not something that's possible under the current circumstances. I don't intend to do any more recruiting to this army at the moment, although I guess I could. Not going to hurt anything, is it? Guess not. I'll go ahead and start recruiting something there. And then let's go ahead with an upgrade here, because that is available to us. We have more building upgrades available, and we have a lot of money to spend on building upgrades. We just don't have a lot of buildings to build. We can still pick the new compass direction, which I'm not going to do because we are making tremendous amounts of money with it pointed the direction it is, and I like it pointed towards the money. So, let's see. Pradya says, looking forward to this campaign. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. It seems like a lot of you are enjoying this, and then it seems like a lot of folks were very excited for the Mother Ostankya campaign that I was able to start today, basically. So I know that people were really looking forward to that. Let's see here. It says that we have a good chance to win this. That's a significant amount of lizards, and honestly, I think it's being pretty kind to us in terms of auto-resolve, but I'm not going to let a fight this big go to the auto-resolve. I'm going to go ahead and fight this one, so let's load up to the map. And while we're doing it, King Edward says, your first Cathay series was my absolute favorite playthrough on the channel. I'm so happy to see you're back with some amazing content. I think Cathay might be my favorite civilization. They're unique. Keep it up, Bear. Well, thank you. He says, edit. I guess all Warhammer factions are unique, really. Those which aren't inspired by European history or mythology are usually my favorite. Because I'm European myself, these factions feel like something more refreshing. So yeah, he's basically just saying he likes the... Oh, I forgot that we're fighting the defense here. That's why it liked our chances so well. And I don't think they prepared any siege equipment. Makes me wonder if the gates are still broken. They might be. I'll have to check and see. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I like having different options as well. And sometimes it ends up surprising me what ends up being the most fun. So it does look like the AI has kind of split itself. Gates are shut. Like, I don't see anything warning me that the gates are open or broken or something like that. They are probably going to bum rush me on the walls. Which is not great. I do have a fair number of towers pointing towards them here, though. These Celestial Dragon crossbowmen. Where is Mazdamundi? Can he hide? Are they deploying some troops hidden somewhere? Where's Mazdamundi coming as the reinforcements? No? It says he's here, but I can't see him. I'm either stupid or blind, which means that... And he's deployed right up on the red line. The only place with trees right up on the red line is like right there. I mean, maybe I can't see him beneath this hill over here? I don't know. Like, can I put something... No? I don't know where Mazdamundi is. Interesting. Well, the reinforcements are going to come from this side, so our stronger side needs to be over there regardless. But we do have a fair number of Saurus to deal with over here. Kind of a scary amount, to be honest. Saurus are going to be interesting to deal with. They're going to be definitely good against my swordsmen. I'm gonna do this, like, kind of stack some units. I'll put one more sword unit over here, because I'm not gonna have... I'll bring one leader over here to help support this fight. Okay, there's Mazda. I wanted to know where he was at, because I want to kill him with these Celestial Dragon crossbows. That's my intention there, at least. So I'm going to put those Celestial Dragon crossbows there. Let's see, I'm going to put my strong bows over here, see if we can use those to finish off some of those key units. Now we have the Fire Leech bolas coming at us over here. And I want to have a lot of bows waiting on them. And I'm going to need a fair bit of defense. Alright, so all of these long spears, for the most part, can provide some cover. I'm gonna, like, put a couple of units of long spears here. Got more that we can add. And then I've got my Lion, which can help back up that gate entrance, and I've got my Crowman, which can help fend off the Fire Leech bolas. Got these extra archers we can stack up on the gatehouse just to help shoot at anything that comes up there. And then I've got these swordsmen that I can put out here. It's gonna be interesting, folks. It's gonna be interesting. Yuan bow is going to be very good against infantry. And I can turn him into a dragon and fly outside the... Actually, if I went and flew outside the gates while these guys were approaching, I might be able to get them to stop in front of me out here and get shot up even more. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to actually switch sides. I'm going to put my Metal Sorcerer over here to do some support. And Pegasus Knights here as well. Alright, let's start the battle. And controlling this is going to be a little dicey. What are they using on me? Trickster Shard? Okay. I'm actually already in range over here. Good grief, we got some long range. I'm going to target down big boy Mazda. Some of these Saurus warriors do not have shields, so I'm going to target them with my other bows. Woo! We deleted his barrier right there. I'm going to kind of run forward out here. Pop him in the face with some magic to help get rid of him sooner. The sooner we get rid of Mazda, the better. Okay. I'm gonna throw some magic, or some damage resistance here. And we are executing Mazdamundi in a big hurry there. Alright, the Fire Leech Bolas have been quickly minimized. That means, honestly, should be in pretty good shape here then. We're going to get a lot of shots on the Saurus warriors as they approach, so we're off to a really good start. Mazdamundi is about to go down. We've limited the number of Saurus warriors and other units that are going to make it to the walls. Oh, never mind. That unit's in the right position. I'm going to finish off these infantry units fighting against Yuan Bo here so I can move him to the other side of the battlefield. So I think we have that side pretty well managed. We're going to need to move these archers over to here and put those swordsmen in there, and then let's bring... I need these archers to actually get out of the way. Basically just going to try and bury these Saurus warriors with numbers, and I'm going to dig away at their armor. And let's see here. I'm going to run some charges against some of these units. Let's get Yuan Bo. Okay, so all that's been routed. Let's bring Yuan Bo back in here and help get rid of these temple guards. Those are going to be tough. Actually, no, let's move over here and let's save that last bit of ammo. I'm going to get these units off the wall. They've kind of avoided me with one of their units here. What? Oh, he's going up a ladder instead of going where I wanted him to go. Alright, that's a little bit irritating, but I think we can deal with it. It's a little bit risky to cast that close to my men, but see if it'll be worth it. Alright, we're fending folks off okay here in the beginning. I need to get rid of these temple guards. I'm going to get these crossbows running away from here. Saurus warriors are pretty decent units. Pretty sure we can clear them all out here, though. Hey, how are we doing on this side?
Raise the dragons, peasant archers.
I need to get all these peasant archers out of here. They broke through my gates. Let's get rid of those guys. Oh gosh, I left all my flying units engaged. That was not what I wanted to do. Here comes some more Fire Leech Bolas. I'm going to attack said Fire Leech Bolas. They're actually hurting me pretty badly. So hopefully I can take them out in a melee here. I don't know how good Fire Leech Bolas are in a melee. I don't think they're going to be as good as my units here. Croman actually punch a decent hit here. I'm going to pause it real quick because there's just too much going on completely opposite sides of the battles, and so it's making it difficult for me to manage. I'm going to start running these additional crossbow units to the other flank. We're probably eventually going to get overrun on the walls here because we have a lot of enemy troops headed towards us. Some of them are going to probably go for the gate, but so far, so good. I'm going to really rip some armor off of that Saurus Scar veteran over there. Okay, great. I think we can finish off these Saurus warriors on this side. Yuan Bo is really doing well against those temple guardsmen. I'm not surprised. He's anti-infantry and armor, so he's going to be extraordinarily effective in that fight. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put Yuan Bo to the air. I think I have to get him off the wall to transform. I'm going to try and kill off those temple guardsmen. Alright, transforming. Alright, how's it going over here? How's it going? I'm going to line up these archers kind of back here behind this fight. And I don't know if more of those guys are going to head for there or not. My Jade Lion can go ahead and hit these approaching units with its bound attacks there. Alright, we've got more units coming up the ladders. Let's bring these units and go finish off those Pterodon riders. A little bit risky. I'm going to hit some of my own troops here for sure, but I'm also going to hit a lot of Saurus warriors, I think. And that Saurus warrior did get shredded by the loss of armor. Let's do it again and seal the deal here. Okay. Alright. Yuan Bo has transformed. All of these guys are going to get finished off. Alright, let's finish off those guardsmen and let's move Yuan Bo the opposite direction. Are these guys going to try and destroy these gates? They are. It's an odd decision. One's which? Let's just put these units. I'm actually just going to ignore them. They're just not a big threat. Let's move this way. Alright, Scar Veteran's down. Let's finish him off because that's going to hurt the leadership. Now, we've gotten a lot of kills with these bows up here. They do have a Skink Chief. We definitely need help over here, so Yuan Bo is on the way. But with a lot of my troops kind of being depleted, I can now more safely drop this up here without hitting as many of my own men. And that should significantly damage the enemy. No, it did not. I expected it to do a lot more than that, but yeah, our defenses are running a little thin over here. There is a little skink over here that's no longer protected, and I might be able to get him if I just concentrate all my forces there. We do have some regrouped Saurus. They routed into my city. That's very convenient for them. Very irritating for me. I need those Jade Warriors. They would be quite helpful right now. Alright, I'm going to get in here and kill that Skink Chief. I'm going for the jugular in terms of leadership. Hoping it will work here. Got all my crowmen and Longma riders focused in on that Skink Chief. Skink Chief, he has anti-large right now, which is a little bit surprising, but we've flipped the power bar, so we did manage to defend ourselves here, which is fortunate for us. There's a lot of enemies, but we're in a good position. So that ended up being a solid victory for us, and we'll continue to replenish and get more troops, and they will not. So let's end that battle, and I'll get to my next comment here. IHMIS says, I quite enjoy these new campaigns. As a side note, I guess you could have hurried the recruitment with steel and stuff. Ah, that's true. I totally forgot about that crap. And I forgot about it in the beginning of this episode. Thanks for the reminder. Yes, I could have sped up that recruitment and should have sped up that recruitment. That was a mistake on my part. Let's see. Alan says, I feel like there's so much more they can do in patches, like add more rogue legendary armies, three-sided battles, maybe in quest or field battles to keep some awesome camp. I agree, Alan. That's certainly the kind of stuff that we would like to see coming into the game over time, to continue to make it better and better and better. So I agree, especially if they're going to be charging $25 for the DLC, then yes, I think that we would want to see more of that. So that I think it helps people feel like that, you know, if it is going to be that expensive, that they're getting everything they could. So I don't disagree. James says, I fully agree that a change where the AI prioritized finding and destroying the player's armies rather than sacking and raiding then running away would be positive for the game. I agree too, but I am shocked how many people disagree, and not just disagree, they disagree strongly. Like some people think that like the raiding and sacking is the greatest thing ever because in real life people actually did that sometimes. And I'm like, yes, I get it that they did it. I get that in real life it's even viable. What I hate is that it prevents the AI from really ever achieving victory in this game. And it's because when you leave my army alive, or when you split your troops and go after small settlements, I will pick you apart and kill you. Whereas if you focus me and pin me in a corner, I might actually lose. And actually losing every now and then would be interesting for some Total War players. Now, you're going to need settings to where some players won't like that. So again, easy solution here. Easy solution. Remember the little slider bar that they put in that changed the buffs? Maybe the slider bar could be used to help the AI choose its priorities, and the player can pick those priorities that they see fit. You know what I mean? So again, that seems like an easy solution where all players can get what they want, and it gives us the ability to actually test it out. So that would be something I would like to see CA do. I don't know that we will, but I would certainly like to see it. And you know, I said I don't know that they will, but I never thought that we would ever get that slider bar to turn off the AI cheats as well, and we got that, and that's fantastic. So here's to hoping, and I would love to see it. Alright, so another ogre battle. We're going to be fighting a lot of these, because the auto-resolve sometimes is totally fine, and then other times really screws you over. So it's just one of those things that we're going to have to deal with. I do have the AI coming across water to get to me, so this is going to be most unpleasant for them, because they'll get slowed down going across the water, and I should be able to jack them up pretty bad as a result. Streltsy should pick up their lord first. Of course, they did not prioritize the most important target, so it's good to see. Okay, I should have already had my cavalry on the run here. Just gonna fall back. I hate that automatic, like, put one behind the other. Like, I don't mind auto formations, it's kind of a cool feature, but sometimes it just overdoes its bounds. Okay, I was a little bit slow to react on some of these charges here, but we're still not taking any significant casualties while we're at it. And the AI is getting absolutely train wrecked here. Can you all hit him, or do I have horses in the way? Okay, that's gonna be that. Oh, there comes the volleys. They had their line of sight blocked, and then they hit him and darn near one-shot him. That was pretty awesome. So there we go. Solid victory, and I want my guns to get an Ogre Lord kill here. Finish him. There we go. Alright. And then One Rio Dream says, such a lucky break with the lizards. Without halberds or armor-piercing missiles, lizard armies could be a nightmare for Cathay. Absolutely, and that's why I was kind of scared. But you know what? Sometimes to the person who takes the initiative, they get the reward there. To the, you know, I don't remember all those sayings they got for that. But yeah, we took the initiative. We caught them on the back foot, and it ended up being very good for us. Very good indeed. But see, the AI there, too, was programmed poorly. We declared war on them. We are a significant threat, and they basically ignored me and stayed over in Skeggy territory, probably going for really easy targets. And ultimately, it ended up costing them their entire faction. So another reason why I feel like the AI should be changed, and it would make the game significantly better. All right. So we did finish our recruiting, and we've replenished enough that we are in good shape here. So I'm going to push out of Hexodal. We're being raided by these ogres. I will deal with them soon enough. I'm going to get rid of these remaining lizard armies.
Free these captives to spread the word.
After we cleared out Mazda, I don't think these guys have any significant threat left to throw at me. I'm just going to go ahead and take the cash there.
well-ordered
And I'm
camp.
gonna
Now,
push up
such
till I get
joy,
eyes on.
seeing our soldiers transit.
If the Skeggy take the Ziggurat of Dawn, I'm just gonna attack the Skeggy. So we got Skeggy, Ziggurat, and Port Reaver, and hopefully we're still on good terms with the New World colonies here. There's no reason not to be. It would be nice to have allies around here that we can recruit from, that we can cooperate with. Holy crap, like how many messages? Sweet mercy.
Valor was worthless.
I'm gonna merge those two units so that I can grab that war drum. Actually, we can't because I'm in foreign territory, so that was a mistake on my part, but I'll grab them on the next turn. Get a ton of money, and I would love to spend it, and now I can spend a little bit of it at least. Let's see, what is the yin-yang? We are in harmony at the moment, so whatever I build is going to throw us off. But, I mean, we can counterbalance it as we go, so I'm going to do the one that gets us a little bit more crossbows. Okay, alright. Lord not moved. Well, we can fix that.
Instrument of
I'm gonna, we actually still can't quite reach the Skaven settlement here. I'll just move up. And then we'll hit Jingpo on the next turn, hopefully pick up some gemstones. And I do have skill points to handle. Armies of Celestial Court. Ability... Wujing War Compass bound. Bonus versus infantry for Lions, Jet Lions, and Onyx Crowmen. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Mastery of the Elemental Winds. Jade Lions too. Dang, that's pretty nice. Let's... What was I working on? Oh, I'm trying to get to the reduced upkeep. Which honestly isn't super important at the moment because we're making a ton of money, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take that. And then I'll go ahead and put a point in Fervent and Irrepressible, and then I might actually do this Logistician thing first before Quartermaster. I don't know, I could do Quartermaster, that way when we do the more expensive troops, it'll still kind of equal out. But let's go ahead with Final Transmutation. That'll start making our Alchemist very deadly. Very deadly indeed. We're going to leave the Compass alone and end our turn again. Let's see here. Chris says, can you name Caravan Masters? I think he deserves a good name for having stones to act as bait for ogres. Seems like a fun campaign. Should we name one of the guys Ogre Bait? Look at this. Mazdamundi's like, hey, yeah, you know that war? You know what? We're not all about it anymore. Yeah, I wish I could, but no. At this point, I have ruined you, and the AI will finish you if I don't, so I'm just going to put you out of your misery. I think we're about to be at war with Marathi, if I have my guess. And that is gonna get ugly. We're gonna need some good troops. We're gonna want some shielded Jade Warrior crossbows. Celestial Dragon crossbows would be much better. But we're gonna need to get our crap together if we want to fight the Druki.
Scrutinize my work.
Oh, we can add a hunter. Heck yes. Sweet. We got an ogre hunter into that caravan. So we did a little bit of replenishment here. We can take the Ziggurat of Dawn. Yeah, I'm wondering whether Marathi is allied with the Skeggy. We're fighting them. Either way, she's probably going to take interest in us, because I'm going to get rid of the Skeggy. Oh, she's at war with them. Okay, so she might fight them. We're certainly not letting Marathi get a foothold here. Oh, there's Mother Ostenkia. And this stuff looks like it's terrible for us to colonize, so we won't want to colonize, but we could just shred it and kind of hold the line here with an army, right? Rather than trying to colonize all this stuff to our north, which is horrible for colonizing. I can imagine Cathay doesn't like living in the throes of Nagaron. I don't know many people that would, outside of Marathi and Malekith. Okay, so I am spending the money where I can, on what I can. I don't have any recruiting now that I can use that Matter of State on, but if I do, I'll make sure to use it. Okay. Here we go. We need to increase the capabilities of this army, but to do that, I've got to have better recruiting. And to get better recruiting, I've got to complete some buildings. I need stone for that to complete the buildings, but I don't have it right now, I don't believe. Like here, I need that upgrade to complete. If I go to Matters of State, though, We're on the wrong side of that. Tools, replenishment frontier. I gotta remember that. That's gonna be handy. That could be real handy, in fact. Oh, we could declare a fortress city. Gain an additional steel and stone up to 4. Well, actually, I don't know if we have a tier 3 plus. It says tier 3 plus. I don't think we have any that count at the moment, unfortunately. I'll take a look and just be certain, but... Where is this? The jungles? Let's go to Harmony. There we go. So I've built what I can. We do have a tier 3 at the swamps here. So let's go ahead and declare the fortress city. Might as well. There we go. It's going to give us extra resource there too. We got an extra piece of steel. So that's now a fortress city, which I believe, don't we get an improved garrison off of it too? I could be wrong, but I think we do. Okay, so that is going to be, I believe, everything we could do except for taking Jingpo, which certainly was an objective here, and we do find some good old Clan Eshin. We're going to declare war on Clan Eshin. Deathmaster, of course, will not be pleased with my choice, but I didn't come here to please the Deathmaster. I came here to kill him. And kill him we will, hopefully. I say that, you never know. You can end up in some hairy situations against this Skaven. You never know what they'll show up with. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve that one. I don't think it's going to be anything particularly interesting. We are now in control of Jingpo. This one generates the Grand Observatory. Let me remind myself where these are at. So we've got Southern Sentinels, Hexotl, which we just took control of, Star Tower, Great Turtle Isle. Yes, we'll probably leave an army to hold Marathi at bay in the north, and then take Yuan Bo to the south to these new places that we have to control. So yeah, we'll do our best on that one. There's nothing that we have to have our paws on over here. There is that special building here, though, which is cool. I do want to build that, but let's go ahead and build a gemstone. Well, as much as I want the gemstone mine, we're sitting on a ton of money. I might actually just put in the building for growth first, and then we'll build the gemstone mine as we get better growth in the province. Right.
Lord reporting.
4 turns to completion there. The Chaos Dwarves are actually right outside our gate. They appear to be thriving. That's our caravan. I was like, wait, I have an army over there? Yeah, it's our caravan making its way through the mountains towards some huge money that I would love to be able to spend, but like I said, without the proper recruiting, there's really nothing to spend it on at current. Lord, no, maybe we're going to ignore that one. We're going to ignore the compass direction because I have it pointed where I want right now. We have an unassigned skill point, which is Patchy the Celestial General. And at this point, I'm going to go with Reassuring Presence.
Such treasures.
And I'm going to end my turn and get to some warrior comments here. Francesco, thanks for being such a long-time channel supporter. He says, I agree with their thoughts on the AI campaign and battle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like in Shogun 2 being largely historical, I found the AI to be more aggressive in both aspects, at least in my campaign, so maybe CA would like to take some programming from the past. Yeah, some things maybe. I do feel like sometimes the AI used to be a little more aggressive, but they always seem to avoid the player in open battle unless the numbers are just like heavily in their favor. And I get that, right? It's probably they're thinking that like, hey, we don't want the AI to just come throw away the army it recruits into a bad situation. Understood. Shared. We're not sharing any profits. Heck no. Share. What do they think this is? Okay, there we go. Now I'll get the gemstone mine, and then let's take a pick here. Got another upgrade we can make. So the swamps are growing nicely at this point. Jade Dragon can move again. Marathi is definitely surrounding Skeggy, and no doubt wants to take control of him. I'm going to throw the war drum in here and then march against the Skeggy before Marathi can do it. She is almost certainly going to declare war on me here very soon.
prestidigitated.
You can say no all you want, but you're getting sieged. Alright, and then let's build some siege equipment. Alright, so we've got the Skeggy held in their little slime hole there. The lizards and the Skeggy wasted their time killing each other and didn't know that they were being marched on, apparently, from both directions. They were in some big trouble. Garrison Lord not move, so we need to march against the Skaven. Celestial Monastery is in the hands of friends here. The Village of the Moon is not. Village of the Moon, and then Jadewind Mountain. Kunlan is already in control of Xiaoming. Xiaoming? Yeah.
In all things.
Let's see. Let's head to the Village of the Moon then. Do I have an agreement with these?
Let us stumble
Yes.
through diplomacy together.
We could probably take defensive alliances with these different factions, but let's just make sure that we do it with the big
Our
ones
ancient
first.
empire has not survived until
There we
now.
go, there's a military
without
alliance. Alright, so we got a military alliance with the northern provinces. The western provinces aren't quite feeling it yet.
Welcome. In most places.
That's probably worth it. It's a lot of money, but
Cafes,
I'm sitting on a lot of money at the moment, so quick deal.
What? Leader of men.
The Celestial Loyalists are interested in a confederation, and I will take that because that will give me control of Wei Jin, the Eternal City. So let us take that deal.
I am a warrior of the dragon.
Propose the
I
offer.
am
So
glad.
we have taken over the Celestial
The
Loyalist
Empire.
faction. Alright. Alright, so the Celestial Loyalists are now part of our faction. That's going to put Lokir at our doorstep here as well. Something that we will need to contend with.
Offspring
I need to
of
keep the
dragons.
Snake Gate well guarded because we never know when things will get ugly.
Dragon-blooded
We start with the
Shugengen.
Shugengen Lord here. I don't think they gave us any other armies. They did not. And we have a wounded Celestial General. But we'll take the Shugengen Lord because we already have a Celestial General. And let's see what's available to us in form of recruiting here. We can actually get a hold of some Jade Warrior Crossbowmen, thank goodness. Already got a growth building here. These horses, that would be good to have over the long haul. This building can't really be built there. And then this really needs to be growth at the moment. And then City of the Shugengen. So, alright, so we got some territory we need to capture. And help's not far away. We should be able to do so. Let's go ahead
General.
and march on the Village of the Moon. And push against the Skaven. And we are not replenishing, I think, because we're in foreign territory. But I think we can change that, can we not?
Together in this.
No, I can't, not right now, because I spent it. But we do have the supply line operations that is available to us at certain times. Not this time. Hopefully I'm not pushing too hard there. I might be. I might be. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Like, I definitely want to have access to this recruiting building, but I just don't think it's like top tier on my list. Like, I want to wait till I can get Longma Riders probably. I don't know. Jade Lancers could be helpful, but I'm gonna tear that down and look at building some other
Windshaper.
facilities in Wei Jin. But there we go. So I feel like we've made good progress here. So it'll be a good stopping point for us. We have control of the Eternal City, which I think is appropriate. Because isn't that where Yuan Bo is supposed to be from? Like, lives in the Eternal City, keeping track of things at the observatory, right? So I feel like that's appropriate that we are in control of it. That's probably going to make no one else want to confederate with us anytime soon, which makes sense. That's usually the way it goes. Quick deal.
So,
Yeah,
Instrument of
but the
divine.
Jade Custodians appear like they may be interested in the near future, so we'll keep an eye on them. Definitely keep an eye on them. So, things going good. Heir of Jade signing out, and I will see you all soon with some more action in the Yuan Bo campaign.